Hey guys, Chelsea from Attention to Details, and I have this absolutely beautiful Hyundai Santa Fe in, and we are going to get it ready for Xtreme Solutions, their graphene coating. This was sent to me to test out. I have it actually on a test panel that I'm going to be doing some long-term durability tests, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys subscribe, stay tuned for those future videos, just to kind of see some long-term real-world durability tests. I'm not going to be torturing it, I just have it out in the elements, so that way we can kind of see how some of the more popular coatings are going to hold up to this test of time. And this is one of those that I am testing. Now, I want to apply this to this Santa Fe for my customer. They actually brought it in, it's for promotion. What we've already done, interior is done, door jambs are done. The exterior has had a wash, a chemical decontamination using Xtreme Solutions Iron X. After that, we did our clay tile treatment. To the lower panels had a little bit of grit to them when I ran my hand over it, so we did a quick clay towel, rinsed that off, dried everything out, blew all the nooks and crannies out so that way we don't have any water dripping. I did do spot polishing on the hood and the trunk, and we did a panel wipe on the entire vehicle to remove any polishing oils. Really, the paint is in fantastic condition. I would say there's maybe a handful of light swirls. The customer said they don't care if I polish it just because it's brand new. They don't want me having to be aggressive on the paint if possible. They're just more so looking for the protection from the coating. So we're going to go ahead and apply this coating together. I'm going to go ahead and do the hood first. You want to always start at the top and work your way down. So I'm going to do the hood off camera, and then we're going to come back, and I just want to make a brief video sharing with you guys how to apply this product and some information that maybe will be helpful if you want to try this product on your own vehicle. So let's get this started. All right, guys, we are done with the hood. We're going to do the roof together. I'm going to try to set you up. I'll bring you in closer. So what I've observed so far is that it actually has a really great work time. I'm going to put about 10 drops on there. We're going to divide the hood up into quarters. You can work in about, I'd say, a 2x4 or 3x3 area. So we're just going to come in here and do half of this hood. Now it needs to sit on there around 3 minutes. You'll see the rainbow effect going on. If it's a colder temperature, it's going to take a little bit longer. Obviously, the same reverse rule would apply. If it's hot and humid, it's going to flash faster. So just keep that in mind. But you can see I was able to do that entire section. And pad honestly feels like it still has plenty of product on there. Bring you in closer for... So this is what it looks like after it's initially applied. You can see very fine rainbowing going on. So we've got a light rainbowing. It will get more enhanced, and you'll actually start to see that sweating just ever so slightly. So we're going to come in here. Of the few that I've worked with, it had the easiest removal. Some of the ones that I've used in the past had almost an instant, apply, maybe let sit a minute, buff off. And if you miss that kind of minute window, it was rather tedious to remove. This was not the case. So you can see we're already getting even more rainbowing. Coming in on the other side now. Put more product down. I can already see that first section is setting up nicely. That 3 minutes, it's not the longest, but it gives you enough time that you can do 1 or 2 panels based on how fast you're moving, maybe how intricate the panel is. I was able to do the entire roof in that 3 minutes, so that's not bad at all. And like I said, it has really nice work time. It's very smooth on the panels. I'm just using a auto fiber saver applicator for the coating application. It's the smaller version, very forgiving. Works nicely in tight spaces. I'm not wasting too much product. The removal was actually very easy. I did not feel like I had high spots. All right, so we're gonna come in here, see what's going on with our first couple panels. So here's the one that we just did. You can see just how far along this section is here. And we are definitely ready to buff off. Now keep in mind my heater is on and it's blowing right on this panel, so that's why this is setting up a little bit faster. But you can see here what that looks like. This is just kind of all these different advanced stages. You can see up here we've got really nice rainbowing. Actually, I'm kind of hungry for cotton candy now. I'm always hungry. So we're going to come in here. I've got 3 microfibers, one for my initial buff off, and I'm just going to share with you guys firsthand what it looks like. It is not grabby. It is not aggressive. So that's our first initial. Then we're going to come in with a second low GSM microfiber. And that second one essentially is going to get any remaining transfer solution up. You just want to flip to a fresh side periodically for this one. And then we'll get our third microfiber, which is just overkill. You can definitely feel a huge difference in slickness levels. I'm not putting any pressure, and you can see just like that, we've removed. So we're going to keep moving on this section and remove the rest of the coating. Give me a second, I will put you down for this. We're just flipping to a fresh side. We got our third one, just for overkill. Make sure we don't have any residue left behind. This helps prevent high spots. It looks fantastic. What's nice about this is you can see where you have buffed off and where you haven't. So it's not one of those hard ones where you're kind of guessing. You can definitely see, because of the rainbow, where you've stopped and started. Is a little bit of a stronger smell, but not the strongest. I'll make sure I get some fresh air here in a minute. It is super cold outside. The minimum that you want to apply this coating is about 50 degrees. That's kind of standard for a lot of coatings. And you want to make sure that you give it a full 24 hours before taking it outside, risking getting any sort of moisture on it. We do have snow, possible rain in the forecast for tomorrow. So I will make sure that the customer doesn't pick it up until after that 24-hour mark, just to make sure we don't have any issues with the coating. Now they do have their brand new graphene spray detailer out. And you can actually, because of the chemical makeup, this is straight from the chemist at Xtreme Solutions, you can immediately top the graphene coating with the graphene spray detailer. Do you need to? Is it going to accelerate cure time? No. Is it overkill? Maybe. I have actually found the graphene coating is a beater. It's a strong beater. The graphene detail spray is actually a sheeting product. It is hydrophilic versus hydrophobic. Very user-friendly product. I would say for anyone that is interested in a graphene coating, you're maybe an enthusiast, you're wanting to protect your daily driver, this is a fantastic product to consider. $79 and about $80 for a bottle. You're going to get 1 to 2 vehicles with that bottle based on how big it is. You don't need a whole lot. You don't need to saturate it. But it's a fantastic product to work with. I'm really enjoying the user experience. When it comes to graphene coatings, we'll definitely be doing durability tests on this, updates on it as a customer brings it in for maintenance. But we also have it on my test panel for me to share with you guys how long the coating can last, what it looks like, etc. But very slick on the paint, very easy on, very easy off, affordable. So hopefully this gives you guys a little bit of insight when it comes to the Xtreme Solutions graphene coating. So just some notes to go over while we apply the coating. You don't want to apply this product in direct sunlight or to a hot surface, so make sure your panels are cool to the touch before you start applying your coating. You can layer it, although it's not necessary. Just make sure that you wait an hour in between application from start to start from one layer to the next. You will find that it is not grabby at all for the wipe off. It's very forgiving. You don't necessarily have to be strict on that 3 minutes between, applying to buff off. It can be 5 to 10 minutes. That's what they recommend on their website. But just because I had the heat blowing on my panels, I was finding that 3 minutes was accurate for me. I did ask, is that 24-hour cure time before it gets wet a firm 24 hours? Sometimes manufacturers will say if you top it with a topper that it's more like 12 to 15 hours, but they said it is a firm 24 hours before it gets wet. If you put a topper on it, it's not going to accelerate the cure time, but it will strengthen and just add a layer of protection to our coating, so we may do that later on. All right, guys, we are all done. That took me under an hour for me to apply the Xtreme Solutions graphene coating to all of the paint and the trim. I only used about a half the bottle, so that's fantastic. A little bit of this stuff does go a long way. I was able to move very quickly around the vehicle. Really no high spots that I can see at this point. We are going to pull it outside into the daylight just to inspect it, make sure we removed all of the coating. There were a couple areas, maybe there was some water, maybe in a door handle or in a rearview mirror, that I found when I put the coating on, if it came in contact with that water, it would create a very thick streak. I wouldn't say a high spot, but a streak that was too aggressive for me to just kind of buff off. I had to get a light polish, polish that off, wipe that off, and then reapply the coating. It wasn't problematic. It wasn't one of those situations where it was difficult to remove, but just wanted to kind of make sure you guys blow out all of the nooks and crannies, get all the water, or else you may run into some kind of streaking going on with the coating when it comes in contact with water. So fantastic gloss and shine. Very impressed with this product. You can see it is just a stellar reflection. We're going to go ahead and actually do the Xtreme Graphene Ceramic Spray. This is the Xtreme Solutions Graphene Ceramic Spray. For those of you that enjoy sheeting products, it's a very enjoyable product. We're just going to go ahead, we're going to spray this directly onto a microfiber versus onto the coating. The panel is already very slick to the touch. And this is essentially wipe on, wipe off. It's instantly flashing. Let me show you guys. You can see it is instantly flashing. We're just going to come in here and just buff that off. Now you may ask, why am I doing this? Well, we've got rain in the forecast. Not that this is going to help it cure any faster, but it's just putting an additional layer of protection on the vehicle and on the coating itself. So we're just flipping to a completely dry side. That does make the paint a lot slicker by itself. And there you have it. Very easy on, easy off. I know sometimes manufacturers will tell you wait 12 hours, then you can top. This is straight from the chemist at Xtremes. You can top immediately after because of how well they pair together. All right, And just as simple as that, you can apply the graphene ceramic spray if you so choose. Do you have to? No, it's kind of overkill. I have the product. I wanted to play. I wanted to see what it would look like. So here's our end result for the Xtreme Solutions graphene coating. We're going to go ahead, apply the graphene spray coating to all the side panels, and then we're going to go ahead, pull it out in the daylight, and do a full walk around for you to see the full after. So we'll be back in a jiffy. All right, guys, here's our finished look using the Xtreme Solutions graphene coating as well as the graphene ceramic spray coating. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And if you have any questions, by all means, include those as well. I will try to include the links for both of these products as well as a little bit more information in the video description box down below. So whether you're looking for shorter term protection with sheeting properties, or maybe you want to maintain the graphene coating, or you're looking for long-term protection with intense beads and you're looking for all the benefits that graphene have to offer, and that's reduced risk of water spots, a higher contact angle, you're going to have some heat resistance, chemical resistance, even some scratch resistance for your clear coat. Both are fantastic products to try out, exceptional value, very user-friendly. I highly encourage you guys, if you are on the market for a product like these, to check them out for yourself. You're going to spend $20 to $30 more for a brand name product, and everything that I've tried from Xtreme Solutions is exceptional end results, exceptional quality, but far more affordable. So hopefully this helps some of you guys out that are on the market for graphene coating. But thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and we will see you in the next video.